Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Penpaplus. Today I'm going to show you how you can create Pentominous puzzles using this tool. A Pentominous puzzle I'm using this GM Puzzles website to showcase what the Pentominous puzzles are. So basically you need a grid which has this dashed or dotted lines in between, and then you need to enter some alphabets of for the actual puzzle, and then probably the edge lines to draw the solution. So going back to the tool, the first step is to set that grid. So I go to this new grid option. I want square grid, yes. Then I select my size of the puzzle, like 10 by 10 or whatever you have. I'm going to go with 5 by 5 just to showcase this example. And then more importantly, for pentominous puzzles, and in fact many other regional division puzzles, you want to use this option. It could include RF, Philomeno, and any many other different regional division puzzles which you can use this style option. So in the grid, instead of black solid lines, I want dotted lines, right, as I showed you on the website. And then click new grid, update yes. I will show you one other uh, thing which might be helpful to you, uh, which is this update display option. So for example, let's say I forgot this dotted line, right? I selected solid line, which is the default option, and I created new grid, and then I went to number mode, and I like typed in my clues. uh, Let me use caps. Yeah, I typed in my clues, right? And I'm just telling, and then you realize, oh wait, I need the dotted lines, not solid. No worries. It's Penpa has this flexibility, so it's okay if you have created the grid and you have already entered your clues. You can go back to new grid, select the dotted line option now, and you can see there is also a message here, right? Update display button only affects the following properties. That means your grid size, your grid is not reset when you use the update display button. So if I click grid dotted line, click update display, and you can see we have our dotted lines back. So I hope you learned something new in this video. So going back to the start, so I created the size 5 by 5 dotted lines. I am in the problem mode, right? The problem button. Then select the number mode, and then normal size, black style, and then I have switched my caps lock on and started putting in this, just using keyboard, put in those clues. Let's say I put X here, I here, and like, I don't know, maybe a U here. uh See, does this solve? Yeah, okay. Well, I created a unique puzzle on the fly. Okay, so IUX. So I have entered my puzzle clues. The next step is to enter solution. I mean, it's not a necessary step, but if you want to enable answer checking for the solvers, then I would recommend to do this. So I go to solution tab. So note that I entered my clues in problem mode. Then I go to solution tab, right? And then I want to draw some edges. So I click edge, normal. And this is important if you want the Penpa to detect the user solution or the solution you are about to draw. You need to use green style, and so I ensure that style is green, edge, and then I just draw my solution, solve this quickly. So maybe it's not. So let me go back to problem mode and change this U to here. Yeah, okay. Then come back solution. Okay. And continue drawing my solution. This should be L. This should be U and L. Okay, so I have drawn my solution in solution tab using edge and green style. Now I want to share this puzzle with other solvers. So I go to share, put in your title, author name, rules, the source, and the source is important. If you are recreating a puzzle from some other website, then please put the source link here. But if you are the author, and then you can leave this blank. So once I put in this information, I need to go. So notice that there is no URL for solving with answer check here. So this is sometimes unclear for the first time users, but unfortunately the answer checking has many settings, so I had to keep it as a separate window. So it's in the extra options. So you can see once I click extra options, let me zoom out a little so you can see the entire window. Okay, so you can see this list of options, and these are the options which basically is telling you that Penpa will look for these particular elements in the solution to match with your solution when the user is trying to solve. So if you don't select anything, any option, it will check for all these elements which you don't want. So for in this case, in the Pentominous puzzle, right, I want it to detect edges. So I can go to and column and select edge. Yes, detect edge. And then there is other option which I recently added called ignore edges on the grid border and givens. I'll select this. I'll show you what that means in a moment. And I also will show you what this OR option does. This is the minimal thing you need to do, right? So you clicked edge, ignore edge, and then generate URL with answer check. It will create this URL. Then click on URL short. It will open this Git page. You can copy paste that link, click shorten. You will have a small shorten. You have a shortened URL, and which you can open, and it will, as you can see, it has landed on the edge default mode because that's what I selected in the solution tab. And then you can start, the solver can start drawing the edges. And you can see if I draw the solution quickly, it will display the solution correct message. Now, more importantly, I want to tell two other things which you can, which one is ignore the edges right on the border. So what that I mean by that is sometimes user accidentally draw edges on edges on this border. You can see green line appearing on the black, and since in the solution you have not drawn these edges, the Penpa will think, oh wait, there is extra edges in the solution, and it might not display a correct solution even though your rest of the solution, let's say you have this entire thing, but if you had these extra edges and you had not selected that ignore edge option, Penpa would not display the solution correct message at this point. But since you selected that option to ignore edges on the borders, Penpa will take care of it by automatically, and it's okay if user accidentally draws some of these outside edges on the border. So that is advantage. The other option which I skipped here was this OR column, which I recently added. This is for multi-solution feature. What I meant by that is there are different styles to solve pentominous puzzles. Like some solvers prefer different kind of styles to solve these puzzles. For example, edge is kind of, I guess, most favorable one, but some people might just like to put in the alphabets. So let's say if I put L U U U X X X X I, then L L L L L. This is one choice. Another choice is using the line mode, the line. So like just to draw this kind of shapes using line. This is also sometimes preferred by some users. So I have drawn all these three variation of styles in the solution, right? And what I can do is, but I still want to keep my default landing mode as edge. So I'll select edge back again. While in the solution tab, I'm at edge. Then go to share, extra options. Now you can use this OR feature where you are saying that, hey, check for numbers or line or edge. So you are telling Penpa to validate user's solution with any one of these element, and if any one of this element has been completed by the user, then display the correct solution message. So let's test this. Generate URL. Now I'm not going to shorten the URL. As I already showed you, you can do that and then share with others. But I'll just directly open this puzzle in a new link, and I will show you the. So let's say I am in the edge. I know the X shape, and then let's say I want to switch to line mode to draw this path, and now then I know the I is here, so I know the L has to go up, then U, and then if notice that the moment I put this last segment, and oh sorry, yeah, not last segment, because I have to complete this particular element entire grid. So notice that I have done only edge for X, but using line I am drawing everything, and you can see it displays correct message even if I have not completed the edge. So that's the advantage of this multi-solution feature using this OR column. So you can basically increase the solver's flexibility and to use their own choice or own style of choice um, to solve a particular puzzle. That's about it. I wanted to cover about Pentominous puzzles and how to do it on Penpa. I hope you like this video. Please click on like button and subscribe to this channel to stay tuned with latest updates and different techniques regarding Penpa. Till then, take care. Bye.